Hey, I'm Jonathan,
And I'm Nate.
and this is Project Polygon.
Today we're going to talk about Tom Clancy's The Division breaking records.
We're also going to talk about Lion's Head being closed by Microsoft.
We're also going to talk about some crazy companies dropping out of E3.
And we're going to talk about Valve's VR project.
Should be fun.
Stick around. Hello again, everyone. This is Project Polygon. Today we're going to be talking about a number of topics.
Tom Clancy's The Division breaks day one records.
It did. It broke day one records. It took those records from Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed franchise.
So it's still Ubisoft.
Yeah. It broke Ubisoft's records. Yeah.
Ubisoft made a division, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 Kings, right?
The Division knocked off the popular.
Well, this all started with Rainbow Six Siege, if you ask me, because, and I was telling you earlier, Rainbow Six Siege is a different type of multiplayer game, in the sense that it's not like Call of Duty at all. It actually you have to have skills, strategy, and patience. And when the Division came out, when it came out yesterday, no, Tuesday, 2 days ago, people jumped on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people.
I think that's why.
People were really excited about it because people have been playing Call of Duty for so long, and quite frankly, a lot of people are getting sick of Call of Duty games.
Yeah, especially with the way they have changed their layout, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Futuristic and all that.
Yeah. Which apparently Call of Duty is going to be going back.
Well, that's good. It needs to.
I read something the other day, I don't know how true it is, but I read something the other day that it's going to go back to less futuristic stuff, but so it broke day one sales records for retail and digital. Do you think people will continue to pour money into Ubisoft and into this game going forward?
Oh, yeah. The thing about Ubisoft that I don't like is, like, they just want to keep you buying DLC.
Mm-hmm.
But, I wrote an article not too long ago on NewGamerNation.com that talks about how we are spoiled today by these modern games. And I think it holds true with The Division. Games like The Division, like Rainbow Six Siege and all that. We would kill for a game like that 15 years ago.
Well, apparently fans were really pleased with the game upon launch, buying it. Not a lot of server issues, which is really important because, from what I understand, and I haven't played the game, but from what I understand, the campaign, if you will, is really short. It can be done, in a day. But it has a lot of multiplayer gameplay with a lot of incoming updates.
Well, I think when people buy The Division, that's what they have in mind is multiplayer. It's not a game like Fallout. Fallout is single player, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when people buy Fallout, they're not, well, there's no multiplayer on there, but they're not looking for multiplayer experience. They want a single player. The Division and most of Tom Clancy games nowadays are based around multiplayer, and that's why people buy them.
Yeah. And as everyone in the gaming world knows, online multiplayer is what's going on these days. Everyone loves to get on their PCs or Xbox One or PS4 and play against, hundreds of random guys a day, shooting each other's heads off or
and with
what
their
have
friends.
you. Are you surprised at all that the Division set these records for Ubisoft?
No.
Not at all.
No, because they had a bunch of hype, and they've been hyping this game for months.
The game was a very hyped game, which is also why I'm not surprised.
And I remember watching the video of it, like when the teaser trailer came out, and it was pretty amazing.
Well, the good thing for people who want to play the Division is it is available for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So regardless of what new gen system you have, and sorry to all you guys and girls with last gen systems, you can get the game on whatever new gen console you have.
Yeah, and when we play it, we'll let you know about it.
When we play it,
But
we will
haven't
definitely
played it.
let you know. Another thing that's pretty big in the news recently is Microsoft closing Lion's Head. And as we all know, Lion's Head
Was making Fable Legends.
Now, are you a big Fable fan?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how you feel about Microsoft closing Lion's Head, essentially closing or canceling Fable Legends.
Well, I got a PS4 now,
Yeah.
so I don't really care too much. Now I'm playing. Fable, a lot of people don't like Fable, and I always liked it. I found it, very cool, very fun.
Well, let me interject for 1 second. I've talked to a lot of gamers who really enjoy the first Fable, the original Fable,
For the Xbox.
and then hated Fable 2 and Fable 3. So
I like Fable too.
so I don't think it's just like a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people, I guess, didn't like the direction they were going in after
Yeah,
the
that's
first
true.
release.
That's true. But you know what? You never say never on that, because somebody could pick up that IP and resell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Somebody else could buy that. So
mhm. So Fable Legends was, I guess it was a spin-off of the Fable franchise. It was announced in 2013, and I think a beta was supposed to release this spring, which obviously now I don't think is going to happen. It was the big thing about Fable Legends is that it was going to be a cross-play title between Windows 10 and the Xbox One. So if you had Windows 10, you could play against guys who were playing on Xbox One, which is one pretty good thing that Microsoft's doing right now is the cross-play thing.
yeah,
Now, I'm not sure. I haven't been able to find much of a reason why Microsoft decided to close Lion's Head, but I know a lot of people who are a fan of the RPG franchise Fable. A lot of people are upset about it because a lot of people were looking forward to Fable Legends. And it was the only title in development
that they were working on.
Yeah, it was the only title in development that Lionshead had. So I don't know if it was. You'd think I guess you would. You almost have to wonder if they knew that they were on a sinking ship. If they're working on one title exclusively, trying to get the beta out this year, like you almost wonder if they were just trying to put everything they had into one title to get it out before
I think there's
Microsoft canceled.
There's more to that story that we don't know about.
I think there's a lot more, and I think at some point, we'll get a lot more information from probably some irritated former employees of Lion's Head.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to touch on with Fable?
No, but I do want to touch on the Valve VR headset.
Valve VR headset. So lately I've been reading a lot in gaming news about virtual reality. And
Then we tried this before with the Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy, exactly. Which was fun for about 5 minutes, right?
Till you got a headache.
Yeah.
What I got now.
So I was looking online yesterday, and I'm brushing up on news, and I found an article that said Valve was going to have an $800 VR headset.
You're an idiot.
Yes. Now, for people who are interested in virtual reality gaming, I don't think those people want to pay $800 for a VR headset.
No.
I will say it's really cool. I did read that what Valve is pushing really hard, that they are aiming for the Portal community. That first person.
Have you ever played Portal?
I have played Portal.
Have you? I've never played it.
Yeah.
It's just never interested me.
Me either, but
Did you like it?
It's
We're probably gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate
I
for
just
it.
never.
I'm not a big fan.
You just shoot holes in walls. I mean, what do you do?
Basically, you shoot holes in walls.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
real fun,
And then
guys.
warp through it.
And we're whining about a new Portal.
Yeah, right. But it's not just.
Somebody's gonna say something. I know.
Yeah, they were. Feel free. That's why the comment section's there.
Yeah, because I don't feel good. So.
Yeah.
And if I get up and throw up, it don't matter. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, apparently one of the big selling points was Portal. They're aiming for the big Portal community, but it's not just about
The best thing to do about this is to wait like a year or two when that price goes from $800 to like $350.
Well, see, I was
Because nobody's gonna buy that.
exactly, and I was just having a conversation yesterday with someone about VR gaming, and there is supposedly there's another VR project that's going to cost around the retail price of an Xbox One or PS4, the new gen console. So you're looking at about $400.
I don't have time for that. I mean, now we're getting older and everything.
I
I
think
put a lot of hours in Fallout 4, and I just don't have time for a headset.
yeah,
I just now started playing EA UFC,
it's a fun
and
game.
the new one's coming out like in a week or two, I think.
Yeah, UFC's fun. We could definitely play that. I have UFC.
Yeah, well, let me learn a little bit of it.
Okay, sure.
Because I'm not that good so far. I was good when THQ did it. I don't know about this one.
So let me ask you a question regarding this.
Yes, please ask me.
Regarding this VR stuff. It costs $800, which is absolutely ridiculous. We both agree on that.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. Don't feed them.
So, do you think virtual reality gaming is a fad?
Yes.
Do you think it's a fad that, with a beautiful looking flame right now to some people, that it's just going to blow out really soon?
Yes, because it's $800, and it can't be that much different than what we have now on the console.
Do you think people really want to stand around with
I don't.
a headset on and look around 360 degrees, all angles, playing a game?
The first thing I would do is knock something over, and I'll never forgive myself because an $800 headset will destroy a $10 lamp, and I can't do that.
So
I need a lamp. I don't need a VR headset from Valve, especially for a game called Portal.
So you think Valve is reaching really hard with this VR?
Well, they're going to see what they're going to sell. It's like when the PlayStation 3 came out. Everybody got the 360 because the PlayStation 3 was more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Was crazy. And this time, I want to say PlayStation 4 came out, was cheaper, and had... Yeah, I'm a PlayStation 4 fanboy. I left Xbox, came back to PlayStation 4. Still got a PlayStation 1, still works. 2 PlayStation 2 still work. The Xbox 360 I've had to replace it about 5 or 6 times, but that's another story another day. I don't want to get into that. But I lost my train of thought. The PS4 came out on E3 and said, oh, well, we're going to do this. You can play. Because you remember at one point, Xbox said, you can't let somebody borrow your games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, PlayStation 4 came out and pretty much dissed them, said, yeah, any game you buy is yours, used or whatever. Then Xbox changed up their whole system and said, okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to do away for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't have time for that.
All right.
That's why people lower the price. If you're an idiot and feed these companies like Valve, then they're going to sell it for that. And it might not be worth it. At least wait and watch videos, for God's sakes. Or go to an arcade. They'll have them in there. No, they won't. Do they even have arcades anymore? I mean, they have one down here, but it's got old games, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I don't have time for Valve's VR headset. And I don't have the money for $800 to spend. I would rather buy 2 PlayStation 4s. Or a lot of games.
Okay, so...
I'd buy an Xbox One before I buy that.
Yeah, me too. So everyone...
Unless you gave it to me.
Everyone is aware that E3 is one of the biggest video gaming expos of the year.
Yeah. G4 used to cover it. And that's how I was exposed to was actually Tech TV.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that another day. But I used to sit up there, and it was so cool because this was like the first time, because you understand where I live at, we didn't get the freaking internet till like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Tech TV and G4, whenever they merged, they were the only outlet. And of course the internet, but you didn't have YouTube or anything like that. So when E3 came around, I made sure to watch because you watched all these big games coming out. Now it won't make much of a difference because of YouTube and all that. They could easily show their stuff there, but you also don't get these people like Polygon.com and IGN and all those guys getting hands-on experience. People you trust. So
I know one thing I look forward to every year is seeing what. For me now to see what Sony is going to unveil at E3.
Yeah.
Because they save all their big news about release titles for E3.
They had the best indie games.
Yeah. So most of these big companies are obviously going to talk about their big news.
They're going to be like, well, first off, EA's going to be like, Madden, you're going to buy it, so who cares?
Yeah.
UFC, you're going to buy it, who cares? Disney's like, parents, you're going to buy it for your kids, so who cares? I don't care. Blizzard's just going to chill out.
Blizzard's going to sell their MMOs. And
yeah. So it doesn't really affect them. It just sucks for fans.
Yeah, because a lot of people... These companies, Activision Blizzard, EA, Disney Interactive, dropping out of the E3 show floor. People that are going to physically be at E3, they're not going to see all these titles and news and interact with these folks at E3 and learn anything about what's coming out. The people watching on the internet or watching on TV, if anyone covers it on TV now,
I don't think they do.
These people aren't going to see anything regarding these companies when all these other people are showing these videos of these massive releases they have coming out in 2016, 2017.
Yeah, gets you excited because a lot of these don't even show you sneak peeks until E3, so it's always fun to watch,
Okay, so do you think it's a bad idea for companies like Activision and EA to drop out of E3?
Well, like I said, EA's going to sell Madden. Disney's going to sell their little, Infinity?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mess with that, but Blizzard's going to sell theirs. I don't think it will because I think their true fans will buy those, but it's not going to keep anybody interested in what they have because a lot of people, when they say, just like the Division. Well, before Rainbow Six Siege came out, it was Rainbow Six Patriots. And I actually had that pre-order like 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. So you learn stuff, and it just takes away that learning experience. But like I said, they're still going to sell theirs. It's not going to hurt them.
So...
Activision, I mean,
I agree with what you're saying.
Y'all need to get on the ball.
I agree with what you're saying. From what I understand, a lot of these companies that are dropping out to focus more on community-driven events.
They don't care about the communities; they care about their pockets.
Yeah, it's true. I honestly think it's a terrible idea for these companies for the sole reason that people who don't play World of Warcraft or don't play Madden NFL or don't play Disney Infinity or whatever Disney has, if they were to show trailers for these at E3 or have release this information at E3, people who don't play these video games are going to see it.
Yeah.
They're not reaching out to a broader audience, and that's the only reason that I think it's a bad idea. But otherwise, I agree with what you say. People who play Madden are going to buy Madden. People who play Warcraft are going to buy Warcraft. People who play Disney Infinity are going to buy Disney Infinity. But I say, why not rent? You've got the money to rent the space on the showroom floor. Reach out to a broader audience.
Yeah, I would if I could, but I don't have any money.
Exactly.
And I don't have a game.
So
that's why I like to, like what you say about Sony and the PS4, and here I go talking about PS4 again. I'm a fanboy, That's why I like when they showed, and this is how I found out about these games. 1 year, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember, but they showed their indie lineups, and I don't care what you say, their indie lineup is way better than Xboxes, way better than Wii's. Does Wii even have it?
I don't play a lot of the
Wii
Nintendo these days.
Well, the thing is, whenever they came out, they had like Octodad, Dadliest Catch. You know what I'm saying? They had Outlast.
Yeah.
They had this game called Transistor. Those another one, but it just showed all of those games, and see those games, like those indie games, they're not going to get exposure on YouTube like they would at. So you know what? Screw EA and all them, but the indie games, and I love indie games. Axiom Verge is good as Shovel Knight. You ever play that?
No.
It reminds me of NES days. I was just a little tyke.
A little lad, young lad. So I think that's really all the news that we have going on.
I think we're
right
going to
now.
do something special right now where we say 5 games you could reboot. What would it be? But we got to set boundaries first. You want to do that?
Yeah, we'll do that. Why don't we save that one for
Last.
Why don't we save that one for another video? We can make an entire video out of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're good then.
Yeah. We'll save that one for another day.
Okay.
I
I thought we were jumping right in, but it's all right. We just edited all this out.
Yeah. So if you guys have any things that you think we should talk about as far as gaming news, what's going on in gaming, comment below.
Share this video.
Share it. Like
Talk
it.
with us.
Subscribe.
He knows about Skype. I don't, but he does. We'll get you in on it.
We'll get you in on it.
I mean, we won't cuss.
Try not to.
I try not to. Because I got little kids, so I don't want to see me cussing. I don't do that.
But yeah, that's all we've got today. So if you've got any comments, any suggestions, put it in the comment box below.
And follow us on Twitter.
At Project Polygon.
Yep.
At Project Polygon.
And I get a lot of emails that say somebody's followed you, so it'll let me know, and I appreciate it.
So
We will.
with that being said, this was fun. This was Project Polygon.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of this.
A lot of it.
I did this sick.
Thanks for watching.
I did it for you.